Hello guys, I'm JWard. After I just finished watching WrestleMania, and how should the event go down in the history books? Should it be going down as a great WrestleMania or one of the bad ones? I'm JWard, your current WWE champion, and today, that's the current discussion. So I just finished watching the event myself, and there were just a boneheaded decisions made at the event. There were a lot of great ones. A lot of great choices were made. For instance, the Undertaker-Roman Reigns match went exactly according to plan as it should have. Same goes for Lesnar and Goldberg. With that match also being how it should have been. But then you have a few weird ones that just sort of don't make any sense. For instance, Baron Corbin should have easily retained Baron Corbin should have easily won the Intercontinental Championship, and he didn't. Okay, that's a bit odd. He had some really out of nowhere choices too. The Hardys returning at WrestleMania to win the tag team titles. I mean, I guess it's better than Enzo and Cass. But, other very foolish decisions, in my opinion, are Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. Randy really doesn't need to win, unless this is sort of his reward for getting demolished so quickly and so easily at SummerSlam. Just didn't feel like it needed to happen. Felt like Bray Wyatt should have retained the WWE title, and he didn't. That's depressing. Mojo Rawlings winning the Battle Royal really doesn't make sense. I really feel like it should have gone to a Raw person this year. I'm a bit confused as to why they went with Mojo. Now, to be fair, this is a very low accolade. I mean, we saw how he was treating Baron Corbin earlier on in the night on the pre-show. The pre-show, of all things. No, yeah, it's really baffling. Matches that could have easily have gone on the pre-show include the mixed tag, because that felt like it made no real sense. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which actually was on the pre-show. And maybe throw on one of the Authority versus Wrestler matches. The stakes aren't as high with those because more than likely the wrestler, aka Seth Rollins and AJ Styles, should have won, and they did win, which is a good thing. But because the result would probably be almost too easy and almost too obvious, it might have made more sense just to put one of those matches on the pre-show. That way, the obvious can happen, and somebody like me who watches the pre-show on YouTube can watch it and see that, oh, it was a good match. Cool. It was a nice little moment that we actually get to see. But no, we get stuck with the Intercontinental title, the most prestigious of all the titles. I digress. And the Cruiserweight title. Well, that's odd. Neville successfully defended and retained his Cruiserweight Championship, which I'm fine with. The king of the Cruiserweights honestly deserves a nice long title run. And in order to do that, he did have to get through Austin Aries at Mania. The question is, do they build this up for a rematch, or do they try to find some new talent to throw the Terminator, the king of the Cruiserweights, known as Neville? Who knows? Yeah, and then Dean Ambrose retained his Intercontinental Championship. What? This could have been a fresh new start for the Intercontinental Championship, going around the waist of one Baron Corbin. And what do we get? We get some random silliness. And Dean wins. Well, I think overall the show was a pretty good show. In all fairness to the show, it made a lot of good choices, like I said. I mean, the only really debatable ones is the WWE title, Intercontinental Championship result, And if you want to go technically third, what matches they put where which should have been swapped around. Also, the fact that you didn't have the SmackDown tag team titles being defended. Does this, like, confirm that the tag team divisions on SmackDown is just kind of dead? Hashtag SmackDown tag team divisions dead. But there were a lot of really good matches. Sasha Banks doing really nothing is kind of a bit disappointing, but overall the women's Fatal 4-Way match was fine. The six-pack challenge was... I predicted this wrong because I had no idea Naomi was going to be at the event. I wasn't able to watch the SmackDown before I made my predictions. Otherwise, yeah, I would have picked Naomi. Unfortunately, I didn't, and so I will eat defeat in that match because, yeah, I mean, to be fair, now, Zeth technically got disqualified in that six-pack challenge because we didn't know what kind of match it was, and he just kind of said the roster, which was being more general, and so for that I disqualified him from that. Yeah, WrestleMania was weird. Anyways, this is going to be one of my last videos I ever do. I'm only doing this now because I'm the one who watched WrestleMania. Yeah, so I figured you should all know what I thought about WrestleMania. I'm gonna give it a 7. A 7 out of 10 because there are only 3 minor boneheaded decisions that were made that I don't like. The placement of some matches, the results of not one match but 2 matches. So, I mean, overall, there were some matches where it could have gone either way and I would have been fine with. The Cruiserweight Championship match, that springs to mind because honestly, a feel-good moment for a double would be just fine as the King retaining, which is great stuff again. So yeah, will I still be your WWU champion? Well, I'm not fully sure. I can confirm though, at the time of this recording, that I've also seen the NXT TakeOver. The 3 matches we predicted on, it ended up being a 3-2. I won the NXT TakeOver. Seth Rollins won the Elimination Chamber. So the question is, who won WrestleMania's predictions? Who got more correct predictions on the grandest stage of them all? I don't know. You'll have to find out. For now, I'm JWard, your WWU champion. Signing off. See y'all later.